Guys, welcome back to another episode of the RePlay podcast. Today we have two special, lovely guests, Andrea and Riley. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, who wants to start first? I essentially just want to know where you're from, how you got into what you're doing, and then we can kind of go down rabbit holes and have fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead. You can start.
So I'm Riley. I'm 25 years old.
Mhm.
I've been in the industry for 5 years. Grew up around the real estate industry. My mom was a realtor my whole life. She left when it was like 2008, the downfall. Then she
Mhm.
came back. But I kind of saw that, the market, no matter what it does, you can always kind of rely on it if you put in the work and you trust it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's how I kind of figured out that I wanted to do this. And yeah, I joined when I was like 20, and then I'm here now
Nice.
working for a custom builder and selling Live Homes, which is their semi-custom product.
Okay. And then what about you?
And I am Andrea Gonzalez. I'm not from Las Vegas. I'm originally from Puerto Rico, but I grew up in Miami.
Okay.
Moved here about 5 years ago from Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I've been in real estate for almost 9 years now. I started out in Florida,
Mhm.
worked for Keller Williams of New Tampa, and I love it. So I'm licensed in Florida, licensed here in Nevada, and also Mexico through AMPI. But it's a
That's
different
awesome.
process for to get your licensure in Mexico. But I love it here. I work with Riley. We've teamed up over the past 2.5 years now for a company called Growth Holdings,
Mhm.
and we also are the sales agents for Live Homes, which is our semi-custom community that we're building in Henderson.
Man, okay. So now, Riley, how are you from Vegas?
Yes. Well,
Born and
I mean,
raised.
I was born in Phoenix, moved
Okay.
here when I was 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so you've been around real estate your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, when you were a kid or when you were high school, middle school, did you say, I want to be a real estate agent?
Yes, I
You
knew.
did?
Yeah, I knew
Wow,
since I was
okay.
like in middle school that I wanted to be in luxury real estate.
Luxury real estate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm still making my way.
I love it. Okay. The builder that you currently work for, is that considered luxury?
It's
Yeah,
completely
right?
luxury.
Yeah,
So
luxury.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Yes, I completely manifested this, but for me, I'm still making my way as I grow older.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
just, it's a
Okay.
process. So
Yeah, it's a
And
new
what-
experience. I think every transaction is very different, but yes, we work for a luxury brokerage
builder,
here. Yeah, a luxury developer
Yeah.
here, Philippe Ziadi.
Uh-huh.
They were the first builders to build in the Summit Club. They built the first 2 homes.
That's awesome.
Building in Ascaya. We've built in pretty much every prestigious community here in Las Vegas and have lots of exciting projects that are currently underway.
Mm-hmm.
We have a hotel off of Decatur and Russell that we're building. It's called Autonomous.
Decatur and Russell.
Yes, right on that corner.
near the stadium.
It's very exciting.
Okay.
It's going to have the same technology or very, very similar technology as our Live Homes will have. And we have projects in Tulum. So our arms stretch internationally.
That's awesome. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about what's been your coolest transaction that you guys have done. You guys don't have to disclose names if you guys don't want to, but what's been a cool, fun transaction that you guys have been
I
a part
would
of?
say the deal we just closed
A
in
recent
Live
one.
Homes
Yeah.
for 5.4.
Yeah.
That's
It was
awesome.
the highest sale in Neo, which is the community.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a fully custom design. So that community, they have 7 floor plans, but this one was fully custom. So it was super fun to, meet with the architect and the clients and see what they want and, make their dream home come to life. So
How does one determine, because you guys have, like you said, you have 7 homes to pick from.
yeah.
Is it just, hey, the money that, hey, we want to build it fully custom?
So certain lots, even though they're like very large lots, like 17,000 square foot, they just don't maximize the lot well enough if you use that floor plan or any of the 7 floor plans. So they're custom lots.
Right.
So we have a few of those custom lots.
Yeah, just some of the floor plans and models will not fit the building envelope of a particular lot. And
Yeah.
there's only a few that we have in the community, but we're able to do that. That's what makes us very unique and very special. As a developer, we're able to provide that. Being a custom builder, even though this is a semi-custom community, we're able to kind of add some special touches
That get
within our
outside the box.
semi-custom.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So is it just you two that are doing sales at Live? Live is what it's
There's
called,
a
right?
few other agents, but we
Who's
work as a
who's
team.
the big dog? Who's the number one agent there? Is it you guys?
Well, we, you know,
You're like, shit.
I think we do well for ourselves. We do very well for
Yeah,
ourselves.
that's awesome.
And, you know, I think it's always it's an opportunity to grow and always learn, right?
Mhm.
And I think, you know, we always pinch ourselves every day thinking, you know, we're very grateful, very
Yeah.
appreciative that we get to be a part of this. And there's a lot of trust involved in that. And so we're very grateful to our CEOs and
Yeah.
our broker, Jude.
Yeah.
But I believe that we are special and
Yeah.
unique in our own way.
Sweet.
It's never competition for us. We just keep working and, you know, hopefully providing the best absolute customer service to our clients that we can.
That's
Mhm.
awesome. So so walk me through where you guys were before, like when you guys first started in real estate. How did you guys get your foot in the door? And then how did you guys evolve to where you guys are at now?
So I first got into real estate and I joined Berkshire because
Mhm.
I was working at the front desk there,
Mm-hmm.
and I was also working in their accounting department. And I was there for honestly like a week, and then I went to Keller
I'm
Williams.
done.
Yeah.
Fuck this place. Sorry, I curse
No,
on,
it's all
on
good.
my.
So then I went to Keller Williams to train there. I did their training for like a few months. Then I went to Realty One Group and stayed there for like a year and a half,
Mhm.
maybe two, and then found my way here. But I definitely like I did hypnosis for my brain to really attract something.
Like therapy?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Wait, can we let's talk about that. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about.
So I was like 22, I think, and I just invested like, you know, money into this program, and it was this 4-month program, a self-mastery program. So she would send us like hypnotic tracks for every planet in our birth chart that would just kind of rewire like any, you know, like the shadow side of
Yeah.
every
Like trauma and
aspect.
stuff?
Yeah, like
Okay.
everyone has planets in their chart, and so everyone has shadows of those planets too if they're not highly evolved.
Okay.
So she just kind of sent us those and then a personalized one. So I told her what I was looking to draw into my life, and this kind of just happened like a few months later. This showed up in my life to join this luxury builder where I can also do traditional sales. So it was like exactly what I was looking for. I didn't even know it existed, but
That's cool.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a cool story.
Yeah,
Now,
very
how
cool.
how did you, so from Puerto Rico, and then when did you like say, okay, I want to be a realtor?
Oh gosh. So I actually was born in Houston, Texas.
Okay, Houston,
and
Texas. Okay.
Grew up partly in Puerto Rico and Miami, Florida.
Okay.
So Miami's home. You know, Puerto Rico is always going to be home.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
But so getting into real estate, you know, I feel like I've always loved architecture. I've always loved just walking through open houses and homes, even just as a young buyer in my 20s. I bought a home in Georgia, and it was a semi-custom community, and loved that whole aspect. But prior to that, I've always been in education. So
Mhm.
I've wanted to go in the medical field, decided to go into teaching. And so I have been a teacher and on the education side for the past 20 years, and have been able to make it happen both teaching and real estate for the past almost 9 years now. I'm almost ready to hang it up, but I do love kids. I teach high school, AP Spanish.
Oh,
and
nice.
so here locally, I've taught in Florida, Georgia, and now here in Las Vegas. And so real estate is my passion, but so are kids.
Mhm.
But I'm loving real estate a whole lot more. And I think I'm just ready to, if I could do this much being what I do now, and it's kind of a perfect scenario only because school's done by 1:15,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
I'm able to still have time for my clients and weekends. And I have the absolute best teammate here, Riley, and we just support each other. But for me, real estate really started in Tampa.
Yeah.
And when I was teaching, I was like, I have to do something else. And I wanted to just, one, I wanted to just be involved in the real estate realm. And obviously, you know, everybody wants to get into it because they think the glitz and glamour of it all and the money. But if
The
you're in this
shows
for
and
the
all that
money,
stuff.
I mean, that's going to happen. But
Yeah.
it's more about, honestly, the relationship building for us.
Mhm.
I know that I think we pride ourselves on that in the sense that clients will look for us even if it's a year, 2 years later. So that's probably the best compliment, right?
Yeah.
Or referral.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think every agent, if you can get a referral, a friend, family, that's amazing because that's a lot of trust, and it's a big deal,
Yeah.
for us.
100%.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, go ahead.
No. I was gonna touch on, so for you guys are a team.
Yes.
What's something that's like really challenging for both of you guys? Is it coordinating schedules? Is it making sure that, because when you guys market yourselves, it's not really as a brand, but you guys are always together. I always see you guys together in your stories, right?
Mhm.
So how has that come into play? How do you guys focus? Like, how do you guys, are you guys branding yourself individually, or do you guys, talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah. I think we're just great partners and
Yeah.
we want the best for each other individually and together. So it comes very naturally and easy for us to kind of just brand ourselves honestly and authentically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's not really intentional either. I just like to share like my authentic self, and so does she. And yeah.
Would you guys say you guys are best friends?
At this point, I
Yeah.
think we are.
So
Yeah.
we're like family at this point.
Yeah.
I
like
think it's
sisters.
important that we both individually market ourselves, and we still have this team aspect, but it's important that she does brand herself, that I do brand myself, and so we're still, getting in, I guess, getting more not comfortable, but I guess doing more of it, and
Yeah.
starting to do it versus just talking about doing it, right?
Exactly.
And just taking action, even if you flop, even if you fuck up the first few times. Sorry for the language.
No, you're fine. You're
Like,
fine.
mess up,
You're
right?
okay.
Even if it's not like the absolute
Yes.
best, like,
Yeah.
it's about just getting out there and just being real, being true, and
Mhm.
I hope that we come off, that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
That's because that's what you're gonna get. What you see is what you get, kind of thing. But in regards to like us branding ourselves together, that's something that we're getting more involved in. And I feel like I'm not from Las Vegas, and so I'm just grateful for the relationships that I have been very, I guess, fortunate to have
Yeah.
attracted into my life, where they're people with same aligned characteristics and values and core beliefs, and very different, but we're all here
Still on
to
the same
support
kind of
one
like,
another.
yeah.
We're still on the same path.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about that. You being not from Vegas, because I'm not from Vegas either,
Mhm.
but you not being from Vegas,
Mhm.
how difficult or how not difficult has it been to build your business and build your brand?
Well, I think it for me at least, I feel very confident in the sense that I can plant myself pretty much almost anywhere, and it all comes down to me, right? Everything is on me, so
Yeah.
everything is riding on what I do and what I don't do.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I'm never disappointed. I always feel like you're failing forward or
Yes.
failing upward,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even when you feel like you're failing, you're not. It's not a failure. You can learn something, grow from it. Riley and I had this discussion a while ago, and or some time ago, in regards to just the process. It's never really at the end. You get this great commission, and you're grateful and thankful, but it's always a process. I'm never truly, how do you say? I guess I'm not
Never truly like satisfied. It's
yes,
not.
I'm
yeah.
I'm not.
Not
The satisfaction
searching.
doesn't come with the commission. That's great, and some people are
That's
like,
just
"You're
like the bonus.
crazy."
Yeah.
It's really, honestly, the process. Did I save that deal? Was I able to help this person make their dream a reality? Like, and I'm sure other agents feel this way too. But we are truly a part of their small, big dream. In the sense, we're just a tiny little sentence in their book.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and we're able to be a part of something like that, whether it's an investor who wants to invest in Las Vegas, or somebody who is, taking the next step in their path, their journey in life, and they need to sell, their kids are relocating or going off to college or whatever, or relocating here, and you're able to do that. That's kind of a big deal for us. So
I wish more realtors would talk about that. Like
Mhm.
same for loan officer. Like, it's great that we get paid well for what we do, right? But we're also helping a first-time home buyer buy a house. We're also helping an investor invest into Vegas.
yes,
So it's creating that experience for them that's like, hey, this guy was awesome. Like, he provided great customer service. He was there to answer my questions. I would call him late at night and he was, responding back. But I feel like we don't talk about that enough. And because I get clients where they're calling me and say, I'm so sorry for calling you again. And I called you twice already today. I'm like, no, that's totally fine. Like, that's my job.
yes,
My job is to make you feel comfortable and confident in your decision. but I think you guys should create content around that. Look at that. You guys just got an idea.
Absolutely. And I think it's, and it's our job and our duty. I did have to tell one of my clients, because he felt really bad constantly texting, and he had every question, and my response was always the same. It's walking them through it, and you're educating them on the entire process, and that's super important because here they're going into it blindly, especially when they're relocating from a whole nother country. It's a big deal, and that's a huge responsibility for us, but at the same time, it's they'll never know the stress that we're dealing with on the other side, and I will never voice it to my clients. It's that's the joy that I get. Like, I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's the gratifying part for me, is that I'm able to make it happen. And despite whatever stress or challenge I might have faced, that's the challenge for me. And that's like the competitive part with myself. And I'm going to make this fucking deal happen. I'm going to make it happen,
I love it.
because it means a lot. And I'm going to make it, whatever I have to do. And let's just say that transaction doesn't go forward. It's a matter of, okay, well, still, how did I show up for this client? And whether it's, now or in the future, it's a referral. It's a friend that I've created. And typically we stay friends with most of our clients unless they've gone off and they just kind of are doing their own thing. But for the most part, I mean,
you guys stay in good communication. So now I want to talk about when I saw you guys. Do you guys remember when I saw you guys at Resorts World?
Yes.
So I was with my friends. It was for my birthday, right? We went out to get some drinks or whatever. And I saw both of you guys. I was like, dude, I know those girls. Those girls look so familiar.
Right.
And my friends were like, dude, you're being a weirdo, man. Like, stop freaking looking at them. I was like, no, dude, I can't like put two and two together where the hell I know them. So I was talking to my friends. I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, it was bugging me the whole night. We left, we came back, and I was like, man, what the hell? And then later on, who did I message? I think it was you. Where I was like, were you guys just? And I was like, dude, I found who they were. Like, all right, dude, that's cool, man. Did you guys think I was a weird? I want to. Did you guys think I was a weirdo?
No, I didn't think you guys were weirdos. I saw you looking at your phone, and then everyone was looking up at me. I didn't know what. I think you were just clarifying, like you were trying to see who it is.
Yeah.
You
So
were
when you responded, I was like, look, guys, I swear I wasn't like crazy, and I was like, okay, good.
I didn't think you were creepy.
Okay, good. I was like, man,
because we're all in the industry. Like, I noticed you too. I recognized you too by your hat.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Sweet.
And we both thought you looked familiar, and it's like, we think we know him from somewhere too, but we didn't want to be like creepy.
Why does this weirdo keep looking at us? What the hell? Who's this brown guy staring at us?
Never. Never.
So now that we clarified that, I'm gonna show this to my friends. Fuckers. So you guys are working for Liv. What's one thing that you guys enjoy working for them? Like, what do they do to really like help you guys in your business or separate themselves as a builder in the community?
Yeah, it's super cool for me to work with a custom home builder because that's not typical. And yeah, just the fact that they've, built in all of these country clubs, and we kind of have all the resources at our fingertips, whether they want to go custom or they want to do semi-custom or they want something in the future that we are buying land for, like in another location. So I just feel like there's a lot of different opportunities with them, and it makes the day-to-day very interesting and unique and different. Like for me, that's the fun part about real estate, is every day you get to choose, what you're focusing on and kind of where your energy goes, and Liv Homes just brings more to my plate, and I love that.
Yeah.
As long as I'm staying busy, and staying busy with custom home builders is also fun.
Yeah. So can you guys explain in like the simplest terms for people watching to understand what the difference between semi-custom and like custom is?
So semi-custom, we have permits, floor plans, models. Well, customs, you're going to have the permits as well to the city, but with the semi-custom, the models and floor plans are already, auctioned out and permitted to fit that particular model and floor plan to fit on a particular lot. Whereas the custom side, the lot is already, our company owns several lots in Augusta Canyon, which is in Southern Highlands, and they've built on more than half of them. We have actually a few spec homes that they're building now, but the custom side it's completely, we're basically creating the client's dream home. We provide them some different options, from scratch, literally, and so we kind of listen to their needs and wants, what their desires are. there's a
Yeah, if
whole
feng shui is important to
Yes.
them,
Right.
just everything that would be important to them,
Right.
we can create.
Right,
awesome.
exactly. And so the custom side is truly creating a client's dream home. And the semi-custom, I think we're still bringing that same feel and that same touch because we are a custom builder. We work for a custom builder, and the level of finishes that they bring, we're bringing it to the semi-custom as well.
Mhm.
And so that's what makes us very unique in the city. We have, I think our resume and our accolades kind of speak for themselves.
Yeah.
We are building the largest per square foot home. I think it should be delivered here soon, if not already.
Mm-hmm.
It's over 40,000 square feet.
What?
Yes.
Where's that being built?
In Section 10.
Off of
That-
O'Bannon.
Sahara.
Yeah, I used to live down the street from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And so just lots
40
of it.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about 40,000. How big is the lot, first of all?
He bought like 2 blocks.
He pretty much bought like the city block. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like the whole, yeah. So it's a,
Wait, were there already houses on there?
no.
Or it was just-
not on
land.
those 2.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so this cat comes in and says, I'm buying these 2 blocks, not
Yeah.
even like lots. I'm buying
Right, these 2
2 blocks, and I want to build a mega mansion,
Yeah,
40,000
pretty
square
much.
feet.
just for himself.
It's one person.
Just for himself, correct. Yeah.
So
It's like
Is-
there's like an Olympic-sized pool inside.
it's
Yeah,
absolutely
can you
And
guys,
a pool
what does it
outside.
have? Like, what are the cool things that this house has?
There's a whole garden in front of the
double
house.
staircases.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's very like Art Deco.
cascading
Okay.
pool.
So
Yeah.
it's
like
very
a Great
unique.
Gatsby kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this guy young, old?
I think he's
Middle
old.
age?
Yeah, I can't remember
This
exactly.
is like, he
but,
has like FB
I
money
just I
then,
would
right?
imagine
Like-
old,
has-
yeah.
he
I think he's a billionaire.
has some lovey money.
Okay, so that's
Um,
cool. So are you guys involved in that process, or
We are
is that
not
okay?
directly. Riley and I are not directly involved in it. We have hosted events there before in the past for what was it? The
I think it was a
In-
Keller
in-
Williams Sports. It
but
was, during the Inman Connect.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
Okay.
during the Inman
That's
Connect.
awesome.
About 2 years ago now, but I mean, we do have lots of other projects. We have
Yeah.
projects in Tulum as well. So autonomous Tulum is investor friendly and
Okay.
Airbnb-able. The ROI on it is anywhere between 10 to 15% in a not hot time frame to visit Tulum. So we're doing very well.
For the
Yeah.
investors watching,
Yes.
can we talk a little bit about this? Okay,
We're almost sold out.
yeah, okay. So talk to us about it. What is it?
So it is a hotel,
Mhm.
very much like the one that we're building here.
Mm-hmm.
Autonomous Tulum is investor friendly. So you can go in, buy a unit. It comes fully furnished. We will manage it for you. And it's a very cool vibe. And in fact, our building, the hotel, is the closest to the ocean, the city ordinances
Yeah.
for beachfront property. So it's not direct. It's not like in South Beach you can build right on the water, pretty much. Here, it's as close as you're going to get to the ocean. But prior to that, they built Casa Cedra, which Khalil Ziadi is one of the CEOs of Growth,
Mm-hmm.
and he heads that production in the entire project there. And Casa Cedra is another
That's Tulum
community in Tulum.
Okay.
Sold out very quickly, and
Yeah.
now our Tulum project is almost sold out. I believe we have maybe 2 units left, but that was a few weeks ago, so we might be.
So,
Yeah, but
And
I
we're
believe-
starting
yeah,
second
we're
phase of construction.
Starting the
so-
second.
okay, so it's not
too.
completely sold out
No,
yet.
it's not completely. Yeah,
Okay.
not yet.
So,
So-
people, for those of you that don't know,
Yes.
the further that it gets into the phases, the more expensive the
Correct.
properties get. So
Yep.
cheapest is always phase 1,
hmm
and then 2, 3, 4, however many phases there are. So reach out to these lovely ladies
Yeah.
for what are the price ranges of these?
So we have, I believe, the 2 remaining units are about. You'd be very surprised, but they're about 250, 275.
Okay.
And so we did have a few for about 175, 180. They come with spools or pools.
Yeah.
And so beautiful rooftop. It's going to have the same technology that our autonomous hotel here in Las Vegas will have, which is kind of like I don't want to go into too many details because there's a whole lot to cover when it comes to that, but there's like an app. So basically it'll recognize you. If you go to your Tulum hotel and you're checking in, it'll remember, Ivan, would you like your coffee? This is the last time you had it'll remember the
That's
last time you
cool.
had the coffee, the time frame, the music that you played, how you liked your AC,
The temperature, all that stuff.
temperature. It will
The food.
remember. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like our live homes. The more
Have
you
you
get
guys
to live
gone?
in the home.
No.
Yeah,
have
no, we
not
have
gone
not
yet.
gone. We have a trip plan. Yeah.
Jeez, I've been in Tulum once, And it was so nice. It was
I
before
bet.
kids, so please go before you. If you guys
Yeah.
don't have kids, go before kids. Man, so you said 10 to 15%. Is it so? For reference, it's kind of like the Palms, right? Where they manage, they can
Yes.
manage them for you, and you get your profit or whatever. I'm not saying that you're going to make as much or as little, but it's that concept where, hey, we're doing all this for you. You just collect the revenue.
Pretty much.
I like
And
that.
I mean, what I've done in the past, what we've done in the past is jump on a call with Khalil himself, and we go over pretty much all of the details, all the specs on the units, what's available, and he will show, proof of concept on what he's been able to produce on some
That's
of his
awesome.
own units. So, it's a great time, I think, just in general, to park your money in real estate.
Yeah.
If you're able to, and if you can invest or
What-
buy.
What's the down payment out there? I know financing is a bit different. How does financing look like out there?
So it's he has different tiers, different options. So if you're able to put up to 90% of the down payment, then there's a little discount. But that's something that Khalil would cover. And I'm not sure if there's been any recent changes, but that'd be something that I would love to jump on a call with anyone who's interested. With Khalil and Riley and I can kind of just
Walk you
make
through that
happen.
process. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I wanted to touch on Live again.
Yeah.
What exciting things do you guys have for the rest of the second part of the year? Like what's exciting? Like, are there events that you guys are planning that are super fun, or anything that you want? Just like, man, this is awesome.
Well, our model home is finally going to be finished. We
That's
just
awesome.
started in July last year, so a year ago now. But it's a 5,300 square foot, like fully upgraded 2-story home. So, beauty takes time. But yeah, that'll be delivered probably end of year for sure.
Okay.
And we'll definitely be throwing events. Nothing planned as of now, but yeah, it will be planned, soon. So I think that's exciting. That's what I'm looking forward to. We'll be working out of the model for a few months.
Oh, sweet.
It already sold to somebody, but we have a lease back until November.
Okay.
So we'll be working out of the office and then probably working out of the other ones that are coming up as well.
So do you guys only, because I know you guys touched on spec homes. Do you guys you guys try to stray away from spec homes, or is that something you guys are doing now?
In the Neo community, we don't have any spec homes at this moment. So yeah, we're not like other builders where we just build these kind of track homes.
Yeah.
So they're all fully unique and fully customizable to the client.
Okay.
So
like when you say, because I know we talked about like semi-custom and custom, like if you build the shell of the semi-custom, you can do whatever you want inside, really, right?
Technically,
within our 3 interior designs.
Right, within the 3 interior designs.
Okay.
So there's 2 different levels, 2 different finishes for the Live Neo homes, the Live homes. And so there's a light edition and then there's the bespoke edition. So your light edition, you're still getting all of the features, the technology of the home, because I'm not sure if we touched on Live homes, but they are built with artificial intelligence. So the more you live in the home, and it's completely net zero. So that's one of our accolades that we're super
Can you
proud.
explain what net zero is for?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, so it's basically you're living off grid. Your power bill is probably going to be $15 or less just for the connection fee for Nevada Energy, because they require that. And the homes come with solar panels fully owned by you, spray foam insulation, thermally broken windows and doors, and other
solar power panels. We have our Tesla battery wall chargers as well for backup storage for energy. So you can go totally, completely off the grid. God forbid there's an apocalypse or something. And we lose
nice
power.
ass home.
You
Yeah.
have at least you'll still have some energy until they get it right, until they fix it or something.
Okay.
But
So come with solar. Installation is amazing. I try to, so our energy bill, we live like in a 3,300 square foot house.
Nice.
And our energy bill, and at night I sleep with the AC at 67 because I need to be extremely cold.
same.
Yeah.
Concerning.
Yeah. And then during the day I'll put it up to like 72, 73. So that shows you guys how I have my AC. And our energy bill is only like, I think our most expensive one has been 300.
Yeah.
But we're like at around like 200 is like 220-ish a month.
Yeah.
And like these solar people try to come and sell the solar. I'm like, dude, you're payment is more than my freaking
Yeah.
electricity bill. Like, why would I do
Right.
that?
So our solar panels are fully owned. They're just
That's
wrapped
awesome.
into the
Right.
price. So
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
what makes it cool. Like you're buying it
Yeah.
outright
Right.
with a house.
exactly.
That does make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right. Yeah,
Man.
so the idea is to be more environmental friendly and keeping up with the technology.
Mm-hmm.
The technology in the home is probably one of the most incredible features of the community and the homes, where all of the homes are going to have the same technology, the same net zero. We're the first like it in the world to build a community at this level. Of course, there has been other homes with tech and net zero concept, but not at the level that we are
Not on,
doing here
not on a community level.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And so the idea is the longer you live in the home, the technology gets to know your behaviors, your patterns, their security and health benefits as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a
Yeah,
lot to
there's
cover when
a
it comes to the
long
tech.
list, yeah.
a
Is
long
this like
list
in
of things.
those futuristic type movies where it says, "Good morning, Mr. Simmental," or does it do that kind of
I
shit?
mean, it can if you'd like for it to.
If you
yeah.
want that.
That'd be cool.
I mean, you could be coming home, nice dinner with your wife and kids on the strip, or with your family and friends coming home, and then you can set everything so that when you walk in, the music's playing, coffee's brewing, tea's brewing, whatever you want to have
I need to go
set.
do a
you
walkthrough
can-
of your guys' like.
Well, we'd love to.
Yeah, whenever
maybe we
you
could do
guys-
a podcast.
Yeah,
at,
100%.
in the model. I think that'd
Yes.
be great
Yeah,
to kind of get like a real live.
Mhm.
yeah, and we'll do like a walkthrough, and you guys will show me all the
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
we're recording and all that. Okay,
Absolutely.
cool. We're
We're
doing that.
excited.
When
Yeah.
is it? When is it? Guys, you guys are hearing this, okay? So they can't back out. When is it
Yeah.
going to be built?
So
End of
it's
year.
yeah,
Yeah,
End
it's
of year,
gonna
okay.
be finished. Yeah.
yeah, and possibly before then. So
Yeah.
we're pushing. Flooring is going in.
Mhm.
Riley and I were just there with one of our clients touring, and we were just in awe. Riley and I have seen this from like the dirt
Mhm.
Yeah.
to where it's at now, and we're always excited every time we go up there to see just the progress. Each time we go up there, there's something new,
Mhm.
Right.
more progress on it. So we're hoping within the next 90 days, but don't
Okay.
quote me on that.
Yeah. Because it's
Um,
a huge hill that we're
yes.
grading and we're blasting
Yeah.
Right.
and
so it
we're
takes
putting in
time.
retaining walls.
Yeah.
So it's we're kind of starting at the bottom of the hill and going up.
For your guys' new builds or
Mhm.
the custom and the semi-custom, do you guys do landscaping for them or?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All landscaping
Right.
in the front. The bespoke edition comes with landscaping in the front and the back.
Okay. Sweet.
And it comes
Mhm.
with all of the upgraded finishes.
Mhm.
And even on top of that, if the client wants even higher upgraded options, we're able to provide that. So we could essentially build whatever the client wants, literally on a custom design. We've built for a few athletes, a few coaches in Las Vegas, a
That's
few
awesome.
entertainers. And so we do have a partnership with Mark Wahlberg for Autonomous and some really cool stuff that we're doing there with him as well.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Is he getting a home built? Or does he have a home? Like-
He's not,
He owns in the summit,
he owns,
but we're not building his
no,
home.
no.
He's gonna
no.
be probably putting his restaurant. I
in,
don't know if we can
yeah.
say this.
I think
Like
it's
I'm
a-
like just outing his
Yeah.
business.
He's gonna have a restaurant
In
in
the
your guys'
hotel.
hotel.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
So give me let's talk about that hotel. What's gonna be cool about it? Is it gonna be controlled from an app as well? Like you can
Yeah.
have all that coffee and all that stuff as you
sure,
walk in,
it's
all
going to
that.
have the same technology as
Yeah.
the autonomous Tulum.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the idea. Through the app, you're checking yourself in, kind of like a keyless
Keyless
entry.
Yeah.
and exit. Check yourself in, check yourself out.
What's the vibe? Like
It's-
There's
so,
a rooftop deck with panoramic views of the strip.
that's
So,
gonna be sweet.
yeah.
Yep. So it's very close to the stadium, just the strip itself, but
Yeah.
it's on the side of the stadium. So it's exciting. I believe that we are set to open in February of 2025. So that's exciting.
Man. And then those units won't be for sale. Is this gonna be strictly a hotel?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Any cool restaurants that you guys? Well, Mark's
Yeah.
obviously. Any other cool restaurants that you guys can share that's going in or anything exciting?
There's going to be quite a few exciting things there.
Yeah.
We just can't share just yet. So.
Okay, I like it. Okay.
So, yeah.
I wanted to also I want to touch on your mom. Is she still in the industry? Is she
Mhm.
still here in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
She works in Summerlin, so a new build community, KB Home,
Okay. Yeah.
in Nighthawk.
Okay.
So
yeah.
in the Kestrel, like the new Kestrel
Yep,
area,
yeah.
she works there.
On the other side of the 215. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a nice community. Okay.
Yeah,
Did
very
you-
nice area.
What do you guys think about? I don't know if you guys have been seeing So the Summerlin is, I think, the most like they make the most.
They make
is
the
like,
most
Yeah, what was
money.
that?
Yeah, I
I
think
just saw that recent
yeah,
post.
it's like the income is 50% higher than other
There you go.
areas.
Yes. But I think it kind of makes sense because Summerlin is way more expensive
Yeah.
than almost all of Las
Yeah.
Vegas. So that
And then I saw like 2 other articles that said Henderson was the richest town and then Southwest was the richest. I'm like, I don't know
who's
where
telling
they're
the truth
getting.
here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's-
What's going on
it's
here?
Summerlin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
Summerlin or Henderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
So as you guys are growing your business, do you guys still make cold calls for Live, or how does that process look like for you guys? Like, what do you guys do to generate
we have
business?
people on like a drip system on email.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really do cold calls. We just kind of take calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is it like a round robin type? Like you'll get a phone call, then you might get a phone call, and just whoever closes it or whoever
Yeah,
says
or
to-
we have
okay.
agents that we know that call us
personally.
or clients who are getting our emails that call us. So yeah, if it's a lead from them, it is a round robin. If it's not, then it's just someone that we know.
And
Great.
or we do a lot of our own seeking out and just educating other people, other agents in other states as well. Riley and I were invited to speak to Real Broker. They're the second largest producing team out in Orange County and Irvine, actually. And so
I saw that. That looked awesome. Yeah,
it
that
was
was fun.
great. So we've been invited to come back out and speak to 3 other offices. We're really excited. We have something coming up in Scottsdale, September, to speak to another developer and just contacts out there, mostly because they do have, friends and clients themselves who are wanting to invest and or move, relocate here to Las Vegas or second home. So we do a lot of our own lead generation, and really it's just, I hate to even call it that, lead generation. And for me, it's just relationship building.
That's it.
And it's just, we're providing, just support, service, and educating
really
people on
nice,
what's
yeah.
out here. And if we can be that connector and be the one to make it happen for them, we're here for it.
Have you guys found it difficult? Like, real estate can be sometimes catty and like people talk shit about each other. Have you guys bless you. Have you guys found it like, because you guys seem genuine, you guys seem nice and down to earth. Have you guys found it difficult to make like good, genuine connections and partnerships? Like even with other realtors, right? It's good to maintain a good relationship with them.
I wouldn't say it's been difficult at all to make those connections. We do have like instances where people are who they are.
Yeah.
But usually like realtors are happy to partner up with a new build community and, have that partnership and bring us their clients. So it's pretty easy to connect
I
with
haven't
those realtors.
run into any issues or anything like that. And for me, it's like Riley said, I think people's personalities, it's all on them.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's how you show up and whether it
present
deserves a
yourself.
response or not. But I haven't had any issues. In fact, I think Vegas is a different kind of market where agents want to support one another.
Yeah.
And we're all here to make something happen. And
So it's not like the TV shows?
Not yet, I guess.
Not yet. So, no, I don't like drama.
No.
Like don't
It's
start
not.
nothing. There won't be nothing.
I like that. So now I had a question, Andrea, to you.
Yes.
When do you think that like tipping point is going to happen? Like, okay, I love teaching, but I want to fully transition now. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Actually, Riley knows. She knows all about this. I have been struggling whether or not to come back this school year.
Oh, okay.
And it's something that I haven't thought much about up until like now that we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like we get so hyper focused, and I haven't really thought about it a lot. But I do feel less called to do that, and my calling is now more in this arena. And I, somebody, my aunt was the other day. She's just like, Andrea, when are you gonna stop? Like you're enough. You're doing enough. Like it's all good. Like I was like, why would you stop though? Like why? Just keep going. Like you just keep going. So for me, it's gonna be, I think, a tough day because I do love kids. I see them out and about sometimes, and they get the same Miss Gonzalez as I do in the classroom. And as they see me, I saw a few kids at Mijo, and I was like, oh my gosh, my girls are so sweet, and they're all like so cute. But it's I don't know. That's a good question, Ivan. Maybe if
Getting you thinking over
I'll
here.
sell a few, let me sell a few more $1 million homes, and I would feel comfortable.
Thank you very
moving
much.
forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know you've heard, and I think it helps you guys are a team, but I know that you've heard like, oh, don't work with a part-time realtor, which I don't think I'm not saying that you
Yeah,
are
no,
a
no,
part-time
sure.
realtor, but
Yeah.
how would you answer that? Because that is probably something like, okay,
Yeah.
how are you going to help me when I
Yeah.
need help?
I agree. I do feel like I would be much more effective putting 1,000%. I feel like I'm at 100%, and Riley knows every day.
Yeah.
I don't take days off, and even when I could or can take a day off,
She doesn't want to.
I can't. I
Screw
don't.
that shit.
I have a challenge. I know it's kind of crazy. I don't know how to not work, but I
Yeah.
don't call it work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure I'll have a coming to Jesus moment when I do need to rest.
Yeah.
But I enjoy what I do, so it doesn't feel like work. It's fun. It's creative. It's always an experience. But I think Riley and I, because we can work together and we're effective. If I wasn't effective, and if I wasn't coming through, and if I was dropping the ball, and if I'm not showing up for her or for us as a team, then that's a problem. And I would not want her to feel like she's obligated to me.
Yeah.
But I do come through and I make things happen, and I'm there for my clients, and I bust my ass, but I love it. I make the time. I create the time.
I wanted to touch on that because I'm pretty sure you get that often, and this is like your place to like answer that, right? Where you seem very professional and you seem very, very dedicated in what you do, and you take your job very seriously. So if there comes, and I also don't answer my phone all the time, right? Because I'm doing this, right? So I have a team.
Yeah.
You have your partner, like, hey, get in contact with Riley. She's gonna help, or
Right.
whatever that looks like. But your clients do not go unattended. Like they're always taken care of. They're always put first, and they're the number one priority. And I like that you said that. That's extremely important. So you can have two jobs.
You can, and I think with teaching, it comes across. I'm doing the same thing. It's just teaching real estate.
Yeah.
You know, you're really educating your clients on their options. You're providing them options of things they didn't even know that they could, potentially take advantage of or do, and then you're connecting them with lenders like yourself. Like I think it's important to have that relationship too,
100%.
and create that. I don't know. I'm going to call it camaraderie or whatever.
The
between
ecosystem,
exactly.
you
The
guys are
entire
all in.
ecosystem where you're creating this alchemy of just
100%.
good positive energy and working together. But yeah, I'm grateful for Riley. We have so much more to do. We're just getting started.
How did that partnership, like, you guys were both working at Live together?
Yeah.
And then talk to me about that real quick.
Riley actually started a little bit before me. I was actually coming around because I was with eXp Realty before. I had no intentions of ever leaving eXp Realty. I was very happy with Mr. Paul May, who's my previous broker and still today a very dear friend. In fact, we'll be presenting in eXp World tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yes. Like what day is it?
Yes,
already?
it is.
But we'll be presenting to Paul May and his group, and he's the broker of Southwest Nevada. No intentions of ever leaving eXp Realty. Very happy. We were expanding internationally. They are an international brokerage, and I was helping launch Mexico. And we helped bring eXp to Mexico, and we had Ecuador on deck, and I had brokers lined up and agents, the whole team out there. But I was coming around some of the events that Liv was throwing, and I brought 3 clients to the table, and the sales director kind of wanted me to join and asked me to come in one day to speak to her and to Jude, our broker, and I gratefully declined their offer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and I wanted to show proof of concept, and I said, let me close one of these 3, or at least get one of them under contract. And if you're still interested in bringing me on board, I'd love to join. And 30 minutes later, after leaving the office, Nora calls me, our marketing director. She's fantastic. Calls me and is like, can you please come in again? We'd love to have just another conversation. And so I came in following day, I believe, or a few days later, and Jude said some nice words and asked me to please join. And I
couldn't say no.
I couldn't say no because I felt like there was a need there. He did comment on my character, which is big. If somebody else can recognize something like that in you, I think is a compliment, you
Yeah.
know? So for me, it has been a journey. It has been a big learning experience, I think, for all of us. And so Riley and I started out as their team leader. It was 2 separate teams, and now we're just one big team, and now we're just kind of individual. But Riley and I have never stopped. We've always just had like this connection and support. We have, made it through transactions and have saved deals, and maybe have lost a few, but not really. It's kind of like we still have those clients that come back around. So
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything you want to add to that beautiful message?
I think we have the same work ethic,
Yeah.
same intentions, and I just think it works. And if you notice that, and if you recognize a good team dynamic, why would you not take advantage of it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Now, ladies, we're coming up on the hour. Where can people find you guys? Where can they reach you? Email, text, social media. So you will talk to this camera,
Okay. All
and then
right.
Andrea, Riley, you'll talk to that one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
who
So
wants to go first?
yeah, so you can find me on Instagram. It's my guys, don't hate me, okay? My child. I know it's not a typical realtor, Andrea,
I
selling
love it.
Las Vegas, but it's my childhood nickname, and it's something my grandmother used to call me, or my mom, and my good friends. So everyone knows me as Dre or Drea, but Dreita is short. It's like little Andrea, little Andrea. So
I love it.
yeah, so Dreita, Dreita 305 is my handle on IG. But
Email if they want to
can
reach out to you or text. I
email.
don't know.
It's actually just my name, andrea.gonzalez@liv.com. And
Perfect.
contact me, reach out.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Yes.
Riley?
So my
Definitely.
Instagram is just my name, Riley McNeff. And then my phone number, 702-417-3170. And my email is RileyMcNeffRealestate@gmail.com.
Perfect. Ladies, thank you so much for being
Thank
on,
you.
sharing your guys' awesome story and the Live whole platform and what they're about. I appreciate your time. I know you guys are crazy busy. Was it easy? Were you guys?
Yeah.
This
It was
great.
good.
We'd love to
Okay,
come
good.
back on
Yeah,
and talk some more,
100%.
maybe go into more detail.
Yeah.
I know we kind of jumped around a little bit,
Yeah.
but would love to go into more detail once the model is ready. I think,
Let's do it.
it'll be super exciting to share with you guys and actually walk you through it, and do maybe a podcast there.
Yeah. We'll
Or
get a production team out there.
Yeah.
I'll get it for you guys, and then we'll host a
Would love
podcast
that.
and
That'd be wonderful.
do a
Thank you.
walkthrough and
Yeah.
all that fun stuff.
It's exciting.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Thank you, ladies. I
definitely.
appreciate
you
it.
so
Thank you for
much.
having us on and inviting us. It's a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was great. Thank you
All
guys.
right.
Thank